she's the holistic psychologist on Instagram. She's famous. I love her posts, like "You rock, doctor." But she had this post about ghosting, and it talked about conflict, how many of us grew up in homes where conflict was avoided and people went on as if nothing happened. So I guess most people, they grew up with parents who avoided conflict and stayed in that toxic relationship and, abusive marriage. So probably like growing up without witnessing adults resolve conflict teaches avoidance. And I've had friends who literally ghost me for months. And now, literally they're gone. I don't even know what's happening. I've texted and no reply, nothing. But then I came across this, post, and avoidance is a coping mechanism for them. So, Dr. Nicole, she said, it's valid to feel hurt, but also not to take this behavior personally, because people are demonstrating their maturity and coping skills through behavior. And this isn't a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of their own patterns. So now it's up to you to decide, to choose to be with people whom are capable of having uncomfortable conversations. Because I feel if you care about someone, if you really cherish the friendship, no matter how hard it is, you will have the uncomfortable conversations. And who can tell you the truth rather than pretending that you do not exist and they go into their own nest and whatever. So yeah, people will come in and out of our lives, and it's up to us, I guess, to invest in relationships with people whose behavior reflects respect and maturity. So that's my take on conflict. Have those uncomfortable conversations if you really care about that friend, and please do not ghost your friends. Absolutely. Please seek help if you need help, and stop ghosting your friends. And because you can't it's selfish for you to just ghost someone and then come back after months.
Right.
Yeah.
And say if you're listening to this right now and you've ghosted all of your friends and maybe it's because of a relationship you were in that you're not in anymore, or you had a child, or your mental health is just really not doing well. If you reach back out to your friends today, this is your sign to reach out to them so that you have friendships in your life and you're not doing it alone. And you can say, "Hi, I'm really sorry that I disappeared. This is what was going on." Frame it that way. Because the problem is when people ghost their friends, they usually come back like no big deal. "Oh my gosh, let me tell you about this in my life." And then the other person who was ghosted is like, "Oh my gosh, am I just a sounding board for you?" And that's it. So if you're listening and you're struggling and that's why you were ghosting, just share that with your friends and they'll take you in with open arms. If you're listening to this and you're a bad friend, think about, why am I a bad friend?